Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another thrilling episode of Living World of Darkness. Totally not raging, because that's mean and stuff across New York. We will today be focusing on Maeve's second attempt, but first attempt to make this particular Talon. She has grown very familiar with the Gaia's Breath gourds, and as a result, is of the opinion that she needs about 500,000, considering the trouble that her friends are constantly getting themselves into. Being well familiar with the doves, and very often in their presence, and actually of recent coming to offer them a point of gnosis on the weekly, she will be prepping herself, take a minute to actually do something a little more traditional, more similar to the way she has dressed herself during old druidic style rites. She'll pull out white robes in particular, garb herself in those, tie her hair back in a simple way, and she probably actually already has a little garland of admittedly false greens, but well, there isn't always pretty green vines around to put around one's head. So she'll go about getting ready, take the charm that Talia has carved out for her, and slip it onto a bit of white ribbon and wear that as a pendant. And, well, with little thought as to anything else she might need, because she feels like she's fairly familiar with the spirits and shouldn't have too much problem, she'll head out to the conservatory, because it seems that the doves most often are easily found near Unicorn's altar. So, probably using the Umbra to get over there to avoid having to stop and do the flop for every other person that comes by. She'll make her way over to the conservatory, do her best.
Given that it's on Sept, I'm sure you'll still have to flop for a few people on the way.
Oh, she will. She would shift to make it easier, but these aren't dedicated clothing, so not so much.
Like, so, if they're not dedicated, then yeah, definitely go into Tellurian. Because
oh, that's right, Tellurian, yeah, I have to. So, never mind, I totally lied. Ah, this is about to get really awkward. Actually, I have the right of dedication. Holy shit, what's the roll for that?
It's wits rituals, and you have to spend a point of gnosis.
I will totally do it to avoid having to show up to some spirits in the Nike. Because that is inappropriate. So let's do that real fast. Spending a point. So can I dedicate this outfit?
Yep.
Woohoo! Very well. Much better. Yeah, she'll probably totally be getting ready to slip sideways and then kind of blink. Oh no, not again. Not again. Dedicate the set. Look very proud of herself because she only just learned that. And go ahead and sidestep and make that little walk. So, now that we're not running around naked, she will head over to the conservatory, slip through the more wild areas. She's gotten pretty familiar with it, having spent a good bit of time there, and approach the little grove that Unicorn's altar is in, and search around for the familiar dove spirits that are usually in residence.
The dove spirits, becoming relatively familiar with Maeve as she regularly visits them, starts to kind of flutter over and start kind of pecking ground around her expectantly, due to the fact that she normally brings them gnosis.
Mm-hmm. She'll offer her arms to any that are fluttering around and looking for a place to land, and she will very possibly, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm good. Okay, so she will manifest a point of gnosis in her hand as though it were birdseed, scattering a portion of it, and very possibly offering the rest to any that have come to rest on her shoulders or arms.
Okay. And yeah, they're there and they're just kind of cooing pleasantly at the moment.
And so she'll idly pet whichever one is closest to the lower part of her arm and address it. Hello, my friend.
Maeve, Maeve.
Yep. So, I have a favor to ask of one of you.
The one who you just petted. What do you need?
I have several times now been forced to go into combat with my companions, and often I am handed Gaia's Breath Talons so that I can focus instead on healing my companions rather than going viciously into battle. But there are only so many to go around.
You wish us to heal for you?
Yes, I can't learn it yet. So I hoped that you would help me in making items that can assist me to heal my friends and keep them safe.
What do you offer us for us to leave our coop here?
I can promise you that in the coming battles, so long as I have Gaia's Breath Talons, so that I can focus on healing, I will never strike at an enemy. I will instead always opt to heal rather than to face combat.
Let me just briefly check something. The violence will still be there.
This is true. There's only so much that I can do about the actions of others, especially when they are ordered by those higher up. I can offer to seek a peaceful resolution as often as I can, but sometimes the choice is not mine.
You offer peace, peaceful solutions. Yes. We will take this.
Then, so long as you are able to help me heal my friends, I will always seek first a peaceful solution.
And what do you bring to bind us?
Well, traditionally, I've seen them using gourds, but at least for this first one, I would be honored if you would use this charm that I've brought with me.
And the dove looks at quite approvingly. And perform your right.
All right. Let me look up my stuff and cross my fingers really hard. Rite of Binding, Wits Rituals, got it. All right. And you know what? Ugh. I'm still a little low, but it won't drop me below my rage, so I will spend a point of willpower to try to ensure that I at least do not botch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
2, 3 successes.
Okay. Yep. So that gives you two guys' breaths.
It's per success?
It's per success for tailors.
Oh, wow. Would it just mean that the necklace has multiple charges in it? Since I don't have other items?
No, you'll have need to have brought other items.
Then I will probably glance around and look for something since we are in the conservatory, like, uh, hmm. Actually, since we...
Maeve will have almost definitely known this was happened. She'll have probably watched Katori make the way he'll like lay out the gods in front of him.
Ah.
Spirits at once.
Well, in that case, yes, she'll have a handful of small gourds. So, yay!
Okay. And with the spirit bound, and with the promise that she will try and avoid needless violence in offensive, or try and, in her personal life and in the sense of offensive operations, avoid needless violence.
Yep. And while she is here, she will thank the spirits. She will actually touch the various items and utter her thanks. But then she will sit among the doves who are pecking around and speak to them again and say, my friends, I ask your advice.
What?
There is a man that I know of who has been tainted probably by the spirals in this city. I want to save him rather than see him killed, but I know that he will not come peacefully. Do you know who I would need to speak to create some manner of item that would allow me to perhaps render him unconscious or asleep? Something that allows us to take him so that he can be healed without having to needlessly injure him.
The great person of the Sept and its children have gifts of clouding the mind. Chimera will allow you to protect this soul.
I appreciate your advice. Thank you. You have been very kind. And as usual, I will come tomorrow and feed you again. Thank you very much. And unless there is more to do, she will probably stroke a couple of them. If the others want to ride her shoulders on the way back, so be it.
Yep.
And she will politely dip into a curtsy and take her leave.
Mm-hmm. That ends the scene.
Yep. And with her task done, thank you, any creepers, for creeping. Thank you, ST, for STing. And we will see you next time on another thrilling episode of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York.